What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It's almost 1 in the morning, but you know what? I'm still up and I want to talk some Miami Dolphins football. You just saw the advertisement at the front of the stream, Fourth and Forever. Check it out every day, Monday through Friday, 2 p.m. to 3 p.m. Fourth and Forever, your favorite NFL show on the off season. But listen, y'all hit that like button, come in the building, hang out with me for a little. But I just wanted to come live and do a mock draft. I want to do a mock draft tonight because I think the Miami Dolphins need to trade down in the draft. They need to get out of that 13th spot. The team has too many holes right now, and we need to fill as many of them as we possibly can. So I just wanted to play around with the PFF mock draft simulator to see, what we got here. Is there any options of trade down? We're gonna explore that tonight. But shout out to everybody rocking with us tonight. I see y'all coming in the building. Tony H in the building. Yeah, I'm up. I'm always up. And Tony, me and you, we know, but I'm up late all the time working on that little secret project that I told you about. So yeah, I'm always up. But yeah, salute to you, homie. But we're gonna get into it. Powerhouse said good show with Alan, Doug, and Omar. Yeah, I'm gonna take it easy next week, man. They start getting me riled up when they start talking about Tua, man. So, I'm gonna dial it down a little. We'll see. We'll see. But stay tuned next week. We shall see. But let me share my screen, man. I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna get into it. TD Fans Talk trade back with Denver for 20 and 51. Yeah, man, we're gonna explore a lot of it. Let me blow this up a little bit though. Let me blow this up a little, get a better little view of it. Yeah, this is a good view of it. All right. Real quick before we get started, I want to give a shout out to BetUS. Take advantage of a 150% sign up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 using code YouTube150. Even right now, BetUS Saquon Barkley to break the record 2,000 plus yards is plus 1,200 for him to do it. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the chat. You think Saquon could really do this year? He almost did it last year, but they sat him out. What y'all think? Y'all think he can hit the record this year? Plus 1,200. That's interesting though. Those are some odds. But go to BetUS and check it out and get in the game. Make sure you gamble responsibly though. When you go over to BetUS, all right, as a casino, live betting, all of that. So take advantage of the opportunity. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. All right, but let's get into it. Oh man, I think my bad, y'all. I'm all in the wrong studio. I'm in the Roundtable Sports studio right now. Let me change it up real quick because I'm in the wrong studio, man. All right, let me do a side view. All right, so this is good enough. It's all good. I can have that background. Maybe I want to do it like this, cover a little. All right, so let's get into it. I just want to do, play with some options for the Dolphins. Let me go down to just a typical 100% so I can see more of the board. All right, let me go fast, but not too fast. So here we go. We're going to start this draft, and the Dolphins are at 13. Now, let's go ahead and look at some of these. This is crazy, by the way. Tennessee took Abdul Carter. Travis, let me reset this. I did the settings wrong. on this draft. I think I did the settings wrong on the draft, y'all. Let me reset this real quick. Yeah, I did the settings all wrong. So let me pick the Dolphins. All right. Public versus PFF in the middle, care for position in the middle, draft needs, we're going to go in the middle, randomness, just a little tad bit. I think that'll be better. So, up, I got to back up again anyway because I only did the first round. Y'all, sorry about that. I'll get it together. Y'all forgive me. All right, but hit that like button on your way in. Hit that like button. All right, so let's go Miami. Let's go first 3 rounds. Let's go not too fast. We're gonna go in the middle. We're gonna go in the middle. Draft needs in the middle. Less randomness. Enter draft. All right, here we go. Let's start this thing. Miami, I'm not looking to move up in this one. I need more draft picks. I want to field the team. Hey, Abdul Carter again first. Hey, got me. No, no, no. See, I'm taking it. See, hold on. Hold on. Give me a second. Yeah, Cam Moore still ain't off the board. I'm still doing it wrong. Let me go back to settings. Dolphins. Public versus PFF board. No, we're gonna go public. Care for positional value, yeah. Draft needs a little more. All right. All right. Let's hopefully try this again. There we go. This is more like it. This makes sense. All right, here we go. All right, Cam Ward first, Abdul Carter second, Travis Hunter third, Will Campbell to the Patriots, man. Tyler Warren to the Jags, Mimbu, Genty to the Jets. They actually take him. Jade Barron, Mason Graham, McMillan, Golden, Jamar Stewart. Cowboys go up. All right, so when you look at the board right now, it's a no-brainer. Like Malachi Starks is available, Will Johnson is available, and Kenneth Grant is available, even Josh Simmons is available, and Kelvin Banks Jr. These are all options for the Dolphins. But here's my thing. That's so many options that the Dolphins need to be looking at trading down. And look at this. Look at all the teams that's willing to trade. Atlanta, 2 spots down. They're willing to trade. Cincinnati, 4 spots down. Pittsburgh, 21. I'm gonna be honest. I kind of like, let me look at the picks they got. Atlanta has 15 and 46. Cincinnati has 17, 49 and 81. Pittsburgh has 21, 83. Pittsburgh out of it. That's not. I need higher than that. They don't even have a second rounder. All right. Cincinnati 17, 49, 81. 15. Let me try Cincinnati here. 17, 49. 0 chance. It's guaranteed. Hold on. I would probably need to let me test this water here. 81, 48, 119. I can't get it all. I don't want to get rid of 48. 81, but that's not enough. They're going to want more. I would need to add 116, a fourth rounder to potentially make it happen. So giving up 13, I could pick up 17 and 49 if I send off 116, potentially. Let me look at the Atlanta Falcons mix here. 15, 46. Ooh, I got to give up even a lot more. So I kind of like the Bengals option here. 17 and 49. And I'm giving up 13 and 116. Now, yeah, that would probably have to be what happens. This is an option here. Bengals at 17. Truth be told, I wanted to get in the 20s. I wanted to go in the 20s, but nobody's offering that now. I'll see if somebody's trying to get the 17th pick. So I'm going to make this trade, see if it goes through. 61% is slim. Yes, it goes through. So we do acquire more picks, and one of those players are still there. So let's keep this going, and let's see if any of our players went off the board after Shamar Stewart. Mikael Williams, nope. Campbell, nope. Walker, nope. Mike Green, no. See, and this is what I'm talking about right here. Still, like literally, out of all the guys that you can pick still on the board, Malachi Starks is one. Will Johnson is another. Kenneth Grant, Josh Simmons, and Kelvin Banks, even Walker Nolan. That's literally six. That's literally six players that, as you move down, are pickable for us to help us. And this is why, if I'm Chris Greer, you got to stack as many assets as possible. I would move down. Now, what I don't like is the first person that wants to move is Buffalo at 30. I don't want to trade with the enemy, and 30 is too far. So I'm going to get less, but I'm going to try to move around. I'm going to try to go around, let's say, 22 with the Chargers. I'm going to see what I could do here to give up 17, to get 22. Hold on. If I give, see, they don't want to do the trade. I'm giving them 17 for 22, and they say still not interested. So they just don't want to do the trade. Hold on. Let me get this straight. Hold on. Yeah, they just don't want to do it. They don't want to give up 22. That's what this is about. Yeah, it's going to be hard to find somebody that wants to give it up. Let's go Minnesota at 24. See if, yeah, I mean, on this mock, nobody's trying to give it up. Nobody's trying to give up their picks. The closest one is Josh Allen. Well, I'm saying Josh Allen, rent-free. Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills. Now, here's the deal, too. I ain't going to lie to you. Right now, Shedeur Sanders ain't even been taken. If I'm Miami, I'm obviously taking Shedeur. Okay? He ain't even been taken yet. Can you imagine him really falling like this in the draft? I actually can. But if he did, man, it's going to be the most embarrassing thing ever when Miami don't pick him. When Miami doesn't pick him. So here's a debacle. We got 6 players on the board that's worthy of us taking them. But we can't move back unless it's the 30th pick. Unless it's the 30th pick. Would you move down in the first round to get even more assets, a whole bunch of mid-range assets? Just for the purpose of this mark, let's test it out. We get 30, we get 56, we get 62. We give up 98 and 135, which are comp picks. But we get all of these picks in the mid rounds. Let's see if they would accept this. It's slim to none, and it worked. So I'm going to show you the picks we have now. 30, 48, 49, 56, 62. And yeah, it's a long shot, but ladies and gentlemen, if this was our draft, I would be happy. We literally get 1 first rounder and 4 second rounders. We literally can get 1 first rounder at the end of the first, 5th-year option, and a low salary because it's a late first, and then 4 second rounders. The problem here, here's the problem here. The big problem here is trying to those 6 players, all of them might end up being gone. But you have acquired a nice little arsenal here. Let me slow down the draft. Let's resume. All right. Buffalo took Will Johnson, who we could have taken. That would have been a nice move for us. Seahawks, Shador. Wow. Donovan. Walter Nolan is gone. It's an option for us. Josh Simmons is gone. The option for us. Malachi Starks is gone. The option for us. Y'all see? Taking that gamble. All of those guys are gone, leaving now. All of those guys are getting taken now. The issue with what we did. Okay, Amiku. Kenneth Grant is gone. We would have taken him. Loveland. Tyler Booker. That was a nice option to take. Hampton is off the board. Emin Worry. That's a nice option. Kelvin Banks is gone. Now we're on the board. And that's tough. All 6 of them gone. All 6 of them gone. But guess what? It's still a lot of good talent, y'all. I mean, we got Revel on the board, cornerback out of East Carolina. I love him. Gray Zabel, not as high, but he's a nice value pick here. I think he can contribute day one, but I mean, I'm not guaranteeing. Derek Harmon, nice interior defensive lineman that can be taken. Xavier Watts, safety. Darius Alexander, interior D lineman. Josh Conley Jr. This is where you're getting a little iffy with the tackles. But the defensive tackles are strong, y'all. The D tackles, it's a lot of good D tackles in this draft. A lot of good Z tackles in this draft. But I'm going to tell you what the strategy should be here, because when you look at the Dolphins pick 30, 48, and look, somebody's offering a trade, Washington at 61. See, but look at what they have. We're not going to get much from them that's going to make us feel good. That's a waste. We're not going to trade this pick. Okay? All right. So what I would do here, if I'm Miami, I am drafting a player. And I'm going to go on this board, best player available for a position need. And I'm going to go Siobhan Revel. All right. Cornerback out of East Carolina. We have to also prepare for the future at that position. Ramsey ain't going to be here long. You already don't even have somebody opposite of Ramsey. I love the pick of Siobhan Revel right here. And we're about to load up on talent. And it's not going to be the best of all best of talent, like for all like top tier first rounders. But I like Revel here. Now, y'all, watch what I do here, though. I want to show you something. I'm going to draft Revel. And I'm going to pause because, oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. I was going to pause to try to trade with the Eagles, but it was good. Ain't that funny? Isn't that funny? I was going to pause and try to move up and trade with the Eagles because I was going to try to get Gray Zabel, and the Chiefs just took him. The Chiefs just took him, y'all. So that's a tough loss right there. I was going to try to move up back-to-back picks, but the Chiefs went ahead and they took him. So I'm going to let this play out a little more because that was going to be that was my strategy here. So Tony said, I told you, Gray Zabel. Yeah, I just thought that I'd be able to make a power move there and be able to pick him up. See, I thought that I was going to be able to take pick number 48 and then put a third rounder with it, 119, whatever one that we got in the third round, and move up. But he gone. It's all right, though. It happens. This is the draft. You ain't going to get every player you want, right? So let's resume. Derek Harmon, nice defensive tackle. Luther Burden. Josh Conley, the tackles are going. Tyler, now we got to pause. See, I'm getting burnt right now because 3 of the defensive tackles that I felt we could have gotten here are all gone. They just all went. Look at this. Look at that. Derek Harmon at 32. And then you go Talik Williams at 36. Yeah. Kind of getting burnt. I felt like one of those guys would have slid, but here we are. Now I got to actually play it out, which is the sad part about it. All right. Back edge. There going Darius Alexander. Gone. In the back. TJ Sanders. All right. Xavier Watt. Landon Jackson. So now the Dolphins are on the board with back-to-back picks right here. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm not happy about the defensive tackle situation. I'm just not. And right now I'm in a position where I feel like I could actually trade out of this spot because what I want, I don't have to wait here to get. I can wait a little bit to get them. What I want, I can wait a little bit. So, but I got a back-to-back pick here. That's the tough part. I have back-to-back picks here. Man, and it makes you want to, go after one of them, but I don't have to. Let me look at some of these options, people that want to trade. I have the 48th pick, and when I look at the trade options, they want me to drop down as low as 59, and I'm not opposed to that, to be quite honest with you. Let me see what that looks like. If I can get 91 and 129, 129 is a stretch, but 136 is a little bit of a stretch. Let me try 136. They're the ones that want to move up. Nope, they're not having it. All right. What if I take 129? I give you 150. That's strong. 155. That's a strong offer. All right. Moving down again. Let's resume. James Pierce. I love that pick. Oh, I forgot. I'm right back on the board. So they took James Pierce. We got 2 more trade options. Green Bay Packers 54 versus 49. Can I get 87? They don't like that. What if I give up 129? They like that. Let's see. Nope. They don't like it enough. And 224. Let's see if that works. All right. That's the last trade I'm pretty much going to make. Let me look at my draft picks real quick. This is insane. I ain't even going to lie. I mean, I like it because it's a lot of players. All right. 30, 54, 56, 59, 62, 87, 91. All right. I know what I'm going to do in this situation. All right, here we go. Let's move down. All right, so we going down to 54. Who did I miss out on? Edge, halfback, edge. See, I didn't need any of that right now. All right. So here's what I like here. I know people are going to be like, oh, man, what are you doing? Like, this is me. I'm going Elijah Arroyo, tight end out of the University of Miami. I'm going to go ahead and have a 2 tight end set with him and Jonnu, and then Jonnu is gone next year, and Arroyo is the future. So I'm going to draft Arroyo right here. Then Jaden Higgins goes to the Chargers, and the Dolphins are back on the board. And who am I taking? Y'all already know, Xavier Restrepo out of Miami. I'm getting me a wide receiver. We're going to have a 3 set, 4 with Malik Washington. But Tyreek, I'm trying to trade Tyreek, man. I'm trying to trade Tyreek, to be quite honest with you. I am trying to trade Tyreek, but you know what? It's all good. All right. Yeah, I'm going Restrepo. Restrepo gonna be a dog, man. Y'all better know what time it is. All right. Now, where do I want to go? I want to go next. Shamar Turner. All right, defensive tackle at 59 out of Texas A&M. I'm just shopping right now. I'm picking players. Bam, Shamar Turner. I got him. I got my defensive tackle. So let's look at what we got so far. I got my corner. I got my tight end for the future. I got a receiver to help replace Tyreek long term, and I got an interior defensive lineman, right? And I still got 3 picks in the first 3 rounds, but one more second round pick coming up right now. All right. And y'all already know where I'm going with that second round pick. Y'all know where I'm going. Pick number 62. Let's go down the interior offensive line. And I got to pick me a guard for the future here. I need me a guard for the future here. I know a guard that I actually like. Let me see. Let me see how he compares to Tate. Because I like Connor. Let me see. Yeah, they got him already. Why isn't this thing letting me click on him? All right, here we go. All right. Continue to get better. Zone blocking. That's what I love the most about Connor. Very high zone blocking grade, but let me go back. I ain't did much work on Tate. Yeah, zone blocking not as strong. I wonder why he rated higher. That's interesting to me. See, I've always liked Connor Colby right here, especially because of the zone blocking scheme, how good he is. Tate is a better prospect, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I haven't done much work on Tate, but I don't know why he's the better prospect. I really love Connor right here. Maybe y'all can help me in the chat. What is it about Tate that they're raving about? Pass blocking is pretty strong, but zone blocking is good, but it ain't all that. It's not all that. But Connor Colby, big time zone blocking grade. Pass blocking isn't all that. I get that, but the strength of this team, I guess because the true pass set blocking ranking. It's interesting. That's an interesting one. Let me do this too. Let me check this real quick. I always wonder, can they play? And where's Willie? There he is. Willie I like because he played both and has center experience too. Ooh. Cooper might be the pick. Sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to look at the best option here. Yeah, I'm gonna take a swing here. Let me look at one more. Verify my suspicion. Oh, that's wrong. I clicked on the wrong person. Child. Yeah. We got to go Dylan Fairchild here, man. He has a lot of experience at the left guard position. All the rest of these guys play right guard, Plus, he has a good pass blocking grade and a zone blocking good zone blocking grade. So I'm gonna go with the surefire guy who has great experience at the left guard position. All right, so there we have it so far. I think I got me some third round picks that's coming up soon. I'm killing you, Emilio. Listen, man, I'm gonna tell you why I did my draft like this in a moment. All right, I'm gonna tell you in just a moment why I even did it like this. All right. Let's see, yeah. I'm gonna double down, man. We're gonna go Tate Ratledge. I'm gonna double down on guards right now. I'm doubling down. Now I'm back in it again. Y'all already know what time it is. Yes, sir. We got quarterbacks still on the board. Y'all know, guess who I'm finna take here? Put it in the chat because I'm taking one of these quarterbacks. Guess who I'm taking? Guess who I'm taking in the third round? Guess who the Miami Dolphins gonna draft on Saturday? Or wait, is that Saturday? Friday or Saturday? Guess who the Dolphins gonna take? They taking Quinn Ewers. I'm drafting Quinn Ewers. They done already put him in the final in the top 30 visit. That's who I'm drafting. You've earned one new award. I'm winning awards. What's good, TD? I hope you and your family are good. Yes, we are great. Not just good, we're great. Quinn Ewers. You drafted Xavier Restrepo. Draft Carson. Oh boy, C plus. We bombed it, y'all. Oh my gosh, we bombed it. Hey, Shamar Turner was a solid one. Tate Ratledge. They didn't like my pair there. Siobhan Rebel was a nice pick. Man, we bombed it. This was a failure. This was a failure. I'm trying to figure this out with trading back and hitting, man. We're gonna do it again, though. We're gonna do it again. Y'all know we gambled earlier and that left us in that situation. We gambled early and it put us in that situation. All right. So let's see if we can take a less still gamble, but less gamble. All right, here we go. Let's start the draft. Man, I got it on turbo fast. I need to slow it down. Cam, Travis, Mason Graham, Shador to the Jets. Oh, that'd be crazy. Tyler Warren, both tackles are gone. Both of the top tackles are gone. Oh, man, but we got a lot of talent on the board right here. Same situation, y'all. We got like 7 players that we would draft available, right? And who wants to trade now? Chargers, sweet spot, perfect. 22 would be perfect for the Dolphins. 22, 55, 86. Let's see if we can get this would be a perfect spot for the Dolphins if they could get to between 20 and 24. That's the sweet spot. Getting between 20 and 24 in a trade down because you can get a lot of good capital just for 13. Just for 13. And it went through. All right. So let's see what happens now. Chargers with Matthew Golden. Will Johnson is gone. Kenneth Grant, Malachi Starks, and bam, we're on the board now. We're on the board. Kelvin Banks is available. Walter Nolan, I love, is available. Revel is still available. And here are our picks, 22, 48, 55. Now, we got 7 teams trying to trade right now. Baltimore at 27. See, they keep sucking me in because now I want to gamble to get to 27, but no lower than that. At least I want to see what I can get from Baltimore. 27, 59, for 20. Ooh, they don't want to give up that 59. 27, 91, 129. Man, I want 59. They're not going to want to do that. What if I get 59 and give up 55? No, that's way too much. 98. I give you 22 and 98 for 27 and 59. Offer. Bam. Let's eat. All right. I already know we about to get screwed. Nolan gonna get taken. Donovan, Emeka. Nope. Walter Nolan is still on the board, and Kelvin Banks is still on the board. Where do we go here, ladies and gentlemen? Where do we go here? The Dolphins got a plethora of picks still. Nice haul, moving down from 13 to 27. Look at all we've acquired. An additional 55, 59, and 86. Where do we go from here? I love Kelvin Banks. I love Walter Nolan and Siobhan Revel. Derek Harmon too. So I don't have to really prioritize D tackle if I can move back up. Xavier Watt too. But gosh, man, see, this is the frustrating part, y'all. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because here's the issue. Do they really believe in is it just smoke and mirrors, or do they really believe in what's his name? Patrick Paul. Give me 1 second. I'm coming right back. Think about that. Do they believe in Patrick Paul? Yeah, you can lock it. Yeah, lock it up for me. Y'all tell me right now. Yes or no in the chat. Are they going to war with Patrick Paul? They have to. Yes or no in the chat real quick before we make our pick. So let me be honest with y'all. They're going to go with Patrick Paul because they have to. You cannot wait. You cannot admit to wasting a second round pick. So that's why I'm gonna have to actually pass on Kelvin Banks here. But here's the deal: it's like Walter Nolan is there, and that's a perfect pick, right? But I like Siobhan Revel and Derek Harmon as the pick in two, and Trey Amos, the cornerback, Xavier Watt, the safety. Darius Alexander is a good D tackle. You see what I'm saying? TJ Sanders. It's like this is that sweet spot that kind of like, man, look at how many options you have. Look at how many options. But you don't want to like just keep trading back, you know? And then part of the problem is there's a large gap between pick 27 and 48. 21 more picks. So I could go Walter Nolan here, but I love Siobhan Revels. But then I'm going to be picking them early. I love Derek Harmon, but then I'm going to be picking them too early. And Trey Amos, that's a huge one at the corner position. That'll be a nice pick, but I'll be picking too early. I'm losing value because I'm picking them early than when they'll be available. Revel coming off injury can get him at 48. You taking a big chance. Ibrahima John, you are taking a big time chance. Huge chance you taking. TD, like we don't need to protect Tua. But here's the thing, Patrick Paul playing left tackle. The only way you go if you want to get protection for Tua is the guard position. And I might as well trade back for days. Look at the interior. Look at Tyler Booker. I love Tyler Booker. But I could trade back I could trade with the Browns and probably be perfect on that spot for Tyler Booker. And after Tyler Booker, it gets slim picking after that. It ain't slim picking. There's a lot of good talent, but they're further down. The only position you can draft early is a guard because everybody else you draft, they're not starting. We got our center. We got our right tackle. We got our right guard. Patrick Paul is going to play. It's just left guard. So, yeah, we need protection for Tua, but it's the left guard. You want to use your first round pick on a left guard? TD, what did you say? Zabel and Milam. But I think Zabel is gone. Yeah, great. Zabel gone. He's gone. The pick right here is a defensive tackle or a cornerback. The problem is I got a lot of defensive tackles on here that I like. But corners, I got Siobhan Revel and Trey Amos. And if I move down to 33, I think I can still get one of them. That's the conundrum right here. Somebody said you're off the clock. I know. Let me look at what that trade would look like. Let's see if something like this will go through. It did. Let's keep it moving. All right. They got Loveland. Hold on. Let's see who they end up taking. Who did we miss out on? Luther Burden, Kelvin Banks, Walter Nolan is gone. Pierce, Amarion, Derek Harmon is gone. Both of them. hey, it is what it is, but guess what? The pick here is Siobhan Revel or Trey Amos. Which one you love? Which one you love? I'm going to tell you who I love, but I don't want to be biased. So I'm going to see. I want to hear what y'all got to say. Who you love? Revel or Amos? See if we all on the same page. Who you love? Who do you love? I think we all on the same page. Everybody's saying, oh, now some Rebels coming through. We miss out on drafting your first rounder. Well, I don't know. I know Revel coming off injury. We're going to go Trey Amos. Bam. 33rd pick. All right. Tyler Booker gone. Dang. Here we go. 48, but we got a lot of picks that's going to start coming through. All right. Here, I like Xavier Watt off the top. Maxwell Hairston, Benjamin McMorris. What do y'all like? What do y'all like right here? Ooh, Shamar Turner. But Shamar Turner might be available at 55. Turner might be available at 55. I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm gonna go no brainer here. I'm going Xavier Watt. I'm going Watts. All right. Let's go ahead and get our safety, because obviously we already got our cornerback. We need to recover this secondary. Okay. We're going Watts. Booked. All right. Restrepo is gone. Oh, we didn't lose out. We didn't lose out on a few other options. All right. I love Shamar Turner. I keep bringing that up. But here's the thing. I might can get him at 59. I might can get him at 59. Now, I love Maxwell as well, but the problem is we already got a corner. We need to fill some holes. Doubling up might not be the smart thing to do right now. That's the tough part. But Maxwell is a nice player. This is where the decisions get pretty tough. They get tough. Said Henderson. Hey, think they'll go running back? Shamar Turner is my go-to, but I just know that I can wait a little to get him. Whew. Let me go interior O-line. See, Tate Ratledge is still there, but it's just so early to be trying to draft them. See, the value sucks for like right now with the players that you want to draft. Every O-lineman I get would be reaching right now. That's the tough piece right here. Y'all give me some suggestions in the chat. Where would you go in this scenario? What would you do? You already got Trey Amos at corner. You got Xavier Watt at safety. So you kind of take care of your cornerback opposite Ramsey. You bring in Xavier Watt, and hopefully he plays well in camp to where he's the starter. And you already brought in two safeties in free agency, and whatever one plays the best ball can play the other position. Because our DC, Anthony Weaver, he's teaching these guys multiple positions. So I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't mean to make this a heavy defensive draft, but the way the board following up, I gotta go Shamar Turner, man. I may be getting him a little earlier than I need to, but I have to go Shamar Turner. I have to go D tackle. And I love Shamar Turner. I think he'll be a good fit for the Dolphins. So that's where I'm going with it. And the draft continues on. Oh, well. All right. Cornerback, Max. So both of them cornerbacks are running. And now we're back on the board again anyway. We got pick 59, 67, and 86. A lot of tough situations here, like decisions that need to be made. Tough situations. This is interesting. Jordan Phillips. Y'all keep saying fill the defensive tackles. Yeah, but you want to gamble on doing that before the right tackle? I mean, the left tackle? I mean, left guard, excuse me. Y'all want to double up on a defensive tackle before you go left guard? That's interesting. Y'all, let me ask y'all, like real talk. This ain't got nothing to do with being a Tua hater or nothing like that, but have you considered maybe grabbing a Jackson Dart at 59? If he falls, would you consider, I mean, I just feel like he gonna go late in the first round. Somebody gonna move up, but in this mock, he slid to 59. Like I get needing a guard. I just feel like we can get our guard in a little bit. At 67, maybe this is where you swing the bat. And he plays behind Tua. And if things don't go well, we start looking, man. I'm actually shocked. I know Powerhouse. I don't think he'll be there either. But if we're in this situation, I gotta go Jackson Dart, bro. I gotta go. Nah, I ain't going Milrow. I'm gonna go Jackson Dart. And there you have it. None of the guards came off the board. And now I can't take the chance anymore. I got to get the best left guard that I could possibly find right here. Even though we're being offered a trade, I'm going to reject that from the Browns. And I'm going to look for the interior O lineman. And Tate Ratledge is still on the board. The problem is Lampkin is as well. And we need a left guard. That's where Luke comes in. No, wait. Which one of them did I have? Let me read my paper. Oh, this is center, though. Why did I write that down? I wrote that down totally wrong. All right, Connor Colby has some experience. Wait, hold on. Did he get drafted already? Probably what happened here. Where did he go? Where are you, buddy? I don't even see him. Tyler, there you go. Dang, Tyler Booker went to Tennessee. All right. Well, my guy Ratledge. Oh, there he is, Tate Ratledge. All right, man. This is where I'm going to go with it. I'm going Tate Ratledge. I got to get a guard. The thing is, we got to rely on these guys to be able to play at the left guard position. A lot of these guys play right guard in college. But, I got to address the O-line with a nice prospect. A second-round guard is just like a first-round wide receiver. FYI. And we got one more pick at 86. And here we are on the clock, 86. And let's stop here for a second and think about positional need. We know that we needed a safety. We addressed that with Xavier Watts. He could start right away. We know we need a corner opposite Ramsey. We addressed that with Trey Amos. We need a defensive tackle. Shamar Turner clocks that in. The future at quarterback, Jackson Dart and Zach Wilson. Let's see what we got in the room. Let's see which cream rises to the top. If they get the opportunity, if Tua goes down. And then we go take Ratledge at the guard position. Now I kick back and I say to myself, okay, what other needs do the Miami Dolphins have? What other needs do we have? What's the position of need, like hard pressed need? I would say this. We nailed this draft. And now we can get a position that may not be a need, but it's a want. It may not be a need, but it's a want. So I say that to say this. Maybe we need to go look for us a wide receiver. Tyreek is not forever, y'all. Not only that, I need a big wide receiver. I need a big guy. All these small dudes. I need a guy 50-50. Where's my 6'2" wide receiver? So far, I don't see him at all, by the way. 6'5", 225. That's what I'm talking about. TCU. I don't like that drop rate. Contested catch rate is amazing because you're tall. Versus man ain't all that. The problem with this one, I feel like he's going to be exactly a 50-50 threat, but not really a full range weapon wide receiver. Man, this is tough. I'm going to be honest with you. Like, where would the Dolphins pick at 86? Zone blocking, pass blocking grade. Yeah. I think the Dolphins will take a tackle. I think they would take a tackle. And this might be the guy, Jonah. He's played right tackle, left tackle, and has experience at guard. This is the guy who could play multiple positions, all up and down the line. Good zone blocking grade. Pass blocking grade is phenomenal. True pass set pass blocking grade is good. This might be a guy that they definitely look at because of his versatility. And they probably take a guy like this as a backup to be able to fill in for multiple positions if necessary. This might be the good value pick here. Has guard experience. His senior year, he played half the snaps on the right and half the snaps on the left at the tackle position. The year before, he played primary right tackle, but had some reps at right guard. In his freshman year, he was the right guard. And remember, we just signed Daniels as the right guard, but he's coming off fresh off an injury. You don't know how sustainable that is. I like this one here. Jonah. I got to remember this one. This is a nice pick here. And that's where I'm going to go with it. I think that'll be smart for Miami to actually do. Which tight ends are left? Whatever one I can get in the fourth round. All right, let's see where I screwed up the draft with my grades. Ooh, so far so good. Trey Amos, A minus. Xavier Watt, A. Shamar Stewart, B. Ooh, Jackson Dart. See, they didn't like that, but we know why we did it. Tate Ratledge, C minus. Jonah, B plus. I got a B plus draft. I like that. And let me tell you, it's probably an A minus. It's just the Jackson Dart. They projected him to be around 134, and I went and got him at 59. That's what really hurt the draft, but we know why we did it. I like this one. I like this one. I ain't mad at this one. If we end up doing this, how would y'all feel? If the Miami Dolphins had that exact draft and they did this, how would y'all feel about it? Somebody said it's stupid to draft a quarterback when you know you got Tua. Was it stupid for Atlanta to draft Michael Penix? Don't look like it right now. We filled every need. And that's my point. Trying to fill every need. Trying to fill every need. That's my point. That's what I'm trying to, that would be cool. We filled every need. Yeah, man. QB is not a need. I get it. All right, man. I'm gonna do one more. I just feel like doing one more. I'm gonna do one more. I'm gonna do one more. 3 round. Try to see if I can nail it. See if I can get an A. Oh God, I keep putting this on fast. Let me see what they did. Cam Abdul, Travis, Will, Mason, Jade, Shadur, Jahad Campbell, Armand, Ashton Genty, Tyler Warren, Matthew Golston. We got 3 teams want to trade. Falcons. Let me get straight to it. What all they got? I don't like that. So let me go 15. Try to get 1546, 13, 116. Ooh, no. See, I don't like this. That's a comp pick. Yeah, let's get out of that. No Atlanta. Let's go Arizona, 1647. That's kind of more like it. 116, 135, 53% chance. It probably ain't gonna go through. Ah, it did. All right. Let's keep it moving because I'm trying to move back. All right. 3 players that I wasn't gonna draft anyway. That's good. And Malachi, obviously, all these guys still on the board, but Green Bay potentially wants to move. They got 23, 54, and 87. If I give 16, 98, and 155, let's work it. See, like people are like, oh, this isn't realistic, right? I hope the Miami Dolphins do this. Take that 13, try to move down to 15 to 20. Get that second rounder and some little tidbits. And then when you get that 17th pick, trade that too. Excuse me, get another second rounder. That way you don't have to worry about getting one for 2026. Because any one team, instead of trading with a team in the late 20s, because all they'll be able to do is give you a second rounder in a next year pick in the second or third. This is why you got to do it multiple times. You got to go from like 13 to 17. Then you got to go from 17 into the 20s. You can get multiple second rounders. Resume draft. And all the way at 23, let's look at our picks. 23, 47, 48, 54, 87. This is what we keep coming up to. And the Browns trying to trade 33. Here we go with this again. They want to move up, but I don't really want to. And I'm like, what about move down? I like them moving down. I like the Dolphins moving up, taking 87 and 54 to go to 33. But they don't like that. Let me see if I could throw a little late rounder. Got it. All right. So let's look at our draft picks. We picked 23rd, 33rd, 47, 48. 4 draft picks. Can we nail this draft with 4 draft picks, y'all? Can we nail this draft with 4 draft picks? 23, 33, 47, 48. That's the $1 million question. Let's find out. All right. First player on the board. Malachi Starks. Walter Nolan. There's some options here. Siobhan Revel. Man, it's like, this is interesting, to be honest with you. Let me see something. Let me give up 39. Let me get 39 for 48 and 150. I want to see if this works. Or if I add late rounder, bam. All right, man. Because it's all right. I want y'all to look at our draft picks real quick on the left side. 23, 33, 39, 47. This is so interesting for Miami. If I go 41, 47. Yeah, they're not going to take that. Oh, they're right there with me. I go 48. Let me see. Dang. Oh, well, that's my last trade then. I'm trying to make some deals. All right, let's make it happen, man. Here's our strategy. We got 23, 33, 39, 47. We got to nail this draft for a competitive team this year. Who's your first pick at 23? Who is your first pick? Who is your first pick? Interesting, ain't it? I'm going Malachi Starks. I'm gonna tell y'all off rip. I ain't gonna play with you. Malachi Starks. We gotta take care of that safety. By Holland. 33. We here on the board. 33. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. I'm gonna tell you, this is a tough one. And the funny thing is, look at the board right now. I take all four of them, but we'll skip out on Gray Zabel. Even though I would take them, we'll skip out because we only had them 4 picks early, and we trying to. They're gonna play Patrick Paul. Let's just get over it now. But what do we do here? Revel, Harmon, Amos, see. Dang, is he gone? Let me see. Full draft. Hold on. I'll give me a second. Is this man gone already? Who took him? Yeah, dang, Baltimore. Got Booker. I never get away to find him early. All right, man. I'm gonna tell y'all where I'm going now. Why y'all keep saying Zabel? Is there any particular reason y'all keep saying Zabel, who's primarily played the tackle position, and the Miami Dolphins will not admit that they wasted a pick on Patrick Paul, so they're going to play Patrick Paul? I get it, but it's just not going to happen, though. Unless they're going to admit that they wasted another top priority second round pick. I don't see it. All right, let's just do what we need to do. We're going to trade Amos right here. We're hoping, we're really hoping. Hey, hold on, let me see. Yeah, we're going Amos, and we're hoping that Harmon falls to 39. Not likely, but let's see. Harmon went at 36. He did not fall to 39. We lost him. Dang, that would have been nice to have him. That would have been nice to have him. I ain't gonna lie to y'all. This make me want to double up on corners now. It make me want to go get Revel. Xavier Watt, but we already got Malachi Starks. Oh, I think we're in trouble now. I think we're in trouble now. Hey, now we got to figure out which way to go. Shamar Turner, but he's at 64. You can get him. At least that's where he's getting drafted on average. Donovan Jackson, no, he not gone, but I y'all think that they would go ahead and play him at guard? Do you think they'll play him at guard? I mean, he can play guard. Well, he's multifaceted, so that might be interesting. Donovan Jackson, the problem is, man, I don't want to reach. So we're at 39 and then 47. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna trade out of this spot and get some additional assets. I might can get 50 and 52. And I might be wrong. Oh, man. They got a lot of picks. 50, 52, 82, 92. The Seahawks got a lot of second round picks, second and third rounders. I want one of mine. Oh, man. Let me take away 92. Get 137. 175. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have did that. How do I make this work? Because I do want 50 and 52. That would be a nice pickup. But maybe I just can't get both. All right. Maybe I just got to do this. All right. I can't get a lot, but I can get something. All right. I'm trading out of this spot. No, damn, Donovan Jackson isn't gone, but we're going to hope that he's still there at 47. All right. It's a gamble, but let's see. He gone. He went to the 49ers. He went to the 49ers. Turner at 64. This is the conundrum Greer is facing. I know, Doug, it's like you could just draft a player, but you want to try your best to get value at the position. $63, $66 for 47, maybe 95. Gosh. These are comp picks too. Dude is a stud. I know, man. I just didn't want to get anybody too early. But hey, that's one thing you might have to do. Just take your guy. Yeah, I moved out of that spot. Down 4 spots. All right. All right. So now we got to figure out how we're gonna make this roster better. Shamar Turner is still on the board, but I feel like I can get Shamar Turner with my next pick, and I might be wrong. I pick at 63. All right, I need y'all help, man. Where do we go from here? We got the safety and the cornerback. I'm trying to line this up to get Shamar Turner, but I don't want to get him early. So where would you go at 50? Even though there's a lot of people that want to trade. Jesus. Where do you go at 50? What player here at guard? Pretty much guard, right? We're trying to fill the team with some day one starters. Even guards are a reach right here. All right, so who is the best player available then? If that's the case. Jaden Higgins. Ooh, that'd be nasty. And you know what's funny? That's one position that we still keep ignoring, even though Tyreek Hill, this is last year probably, is the wide receiver group. We just keep ignoring that. Constantly. Coming off of a great season. We talk about a big body guy, 6'4". What's y'all thoughts here? Big receiver, skilled, possession guy, great route runner. What's your thoughts? Would you be game to go wide receiver right here? Exactly, powerhouse. I'm just loving the value right here. Yeah, we got to do what's right by the team. All right, Jaden Higgins off the board. Restrepo's gone. Let me see. Did Shamar Stewart go? Please don't crush me like this. Yes, he's still on the board. Let me see. And when do we pick again? All right, we're 63 and 66. Do I take another chance or do I get Shamar Stewart now? Do I take another chance or do I get Shamar Stewart right now? We pick at 63 and 66. 63 and 66. Interesting. Let me just take one quick look. I've always loved him as a linebacker and run D. Yep. Mm. Oh, dreadful linebacker. Mm. All right. Yeah, I can't take it. I've been getting burnt all night. I gotta go Shamar Stewart right now. I mean, I'm saying Stewart and Shamar Turner. I gotta go now. I gotta go now. All right, we booking it. All right. Giants went Jalen Milroe. Wow. They went quarterback. But here we are at 66. What my picks looking like? 66 is my last pick in the first 3 rounds. I got me an interior D lineman. I got a corner, a safety, a wide receiver. Guard is the only thing right now that I'm like priority in my mind. A guard, a multi-faceted guard, a guard who plays multiple positions. See, we back to looking at Jonah on here. Mm. Plays both tackle positions, has some guard experience. We checked him out earlier. But then if I do want to go get Jonah, the problem is I don't have to do that now, man. He's projected 20 picks later. And we got one trade on the board to drop me to 69 with the Patriots, the enemy. What they got? 69, 77 to 66 and 95 and one. Give them all of it. See, we can't get there on these draft picks alone. Here's what it is. Let me see if this works. All right, we traded with the Patriots. All right, Jonah is the target. We just gotta hope we don't lose out on him. And we went down to 69. All right, he's still there. But again, the key here is the fact that he's gonna be there for a while. That's the key here. Let's see. Let's see if we can move again. Our target right now is Jonah. We like this kid. That's where we want to go with it. And it's a gamble, but we want to try to time it up closer. But when is my next pick? I got 69 and 77. And he should be there for both of them. Maybe I don't need to move out of this pick and go with another position. Who is that? The Chiefs at 82. I don't need to do that. I need to draft me a player. I like your thinking, Powerhouse. I was just thinking that. Let me go look at the tight ends. This is Jonu's last year. So I want y'all to see what we're doing so far, right? Look at what we've got. Okay, Holland replacement. We got cornerback opposite Ramsey. We got Tyreek's replacement. We got defensive tackle. From a hole standpoint, the only hole is a guard. So now we can start making picks for the future. And we got a strategy on the guard, but now we need to look at the tight ends. And Mason Taylor slapping us right in the face, right when you pull on him. But then you run that conundrum again. Is he going to be there at 77? Maybe not. Let's go Mason Taylor. Let's go Mason Taylor. Draft. All right, Jonah, don't go. Okay, Jonah's still on the board. But again, his draft stock is going to put him at least around 85. Who wants to trade 102? That's too far. That's too far. So in this draft, we just got to reach for our guy. We got to reach for our guy. This is probably going to be a bad grade because we reached. But yeah, we just have to we got to reach for our guy. And there you have it. That's our draft. We'll see. Let's see what grade we got. But we filled all our holes and made 2 nice picks for the future. And that's with the tight end for Jonnu and the wide receiver to replace Tyreek. All right, draft Gray Zabriel instead of Trey Amos. Possibly. All right, we got an A for Malachi Starks. A- for Trey. A- for Jaden Higgins. A- for Shamar Turner. We eating in this Mason Taylor. C and a B- for Jonah. I know Jonah's was going to be lower because we reach, but we nailed this one. A- overall grade. A-, and in large part, the reason why is because from a value standpoint, we went tight end because all the value was that for positional needs, we could have waited. Yeah, I love this one though. I don't care how they do it. Miami just got to move down in the draft and try to keep doing it. Don't move down from 13 to 30 something. You got to move from 13 to the 20s. Get you a second round pick. Move from the 20s to the late 20s or early 30s. Get you another second round pick. Because if you go straight from 13 to the 30s, you'll get 1 second rounder and a pick for next year. You want multiple this year, so you got to stagger it. Trade 13 and get in the high teens, 19 or something, pick up a second and a fourth or something like that. Then when you get to 19, trade it down again for a late 20, early 30, pick up an additional second in a late or early fourth or whatever. Now you got those 2 fourths to try to move back to the third. That's a total of 1 first round pick, 3 second round picks, and a third round pick. You can make that work. Miami need players, man. And what we were able to accomplish in this draft is, like, here's the point. Malachi Starks, day 1. Trey Amos, day 1 starter. Jaden Higgins, automatic number 3. Automatic number 3. Then you add Westbrook and stuff as a big threat in the red zone too. As the number 4. Malik Washington, number 5. Oh, we rolling. Shamar Turner, interior, automatic, day 1. Look at that. That's 4 players right there that's automatically can start day 1. Mason Taylor, maybe not. But you work in reps. Because it's Jonnu right now, but this will be a good player that can take over in the future. Jonah, he battling it out at left guard with Eichenberg. And he'll probably win the job. And then on top of it, if say he doesn't win the job or whatever it may be, you got a guy who, what if Patrick Paul tripping? He could play it. What if Austin Jackson tripping or get hurt? He could play it. It's a pretty dope draft, man. It addresses now and the future. And all these guys can contribute right away with the exception of maybe Mason Taylor. Dependent because of the Jonnu situation. And Jonah, as long as, hey, he got to show up in camp. There's no guarantee, but we'll see. This is a great draft. Just those top 4, man. If you could lead a draft with Malachi Starks, Trey Amos, Jaden Higgins, and Shamar Turner, you already won. Anyway, I've been up all night. It's time to roll again. Make sure you check out BetUS. Take advantage of a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit up to $2,000 using code YouTube150. All right. Get in the game. Get in that action. Let me see. Make sure I have this for y'all real quick. Overlay. Oh, boy. Okay. All right. And y'all let me know in the chat what y'all think about this Saquon Barkley, man. I wanted to get this one to y'all again. BetUS to record 2,000 plus yards is a plus 1,200. Gamble responsibly. Take advantage of the opportunity. Supporting our sponsors is supporting the channel. BetUS, not just the live betting, but or sports book, but the casino as well. All right. Hopefully y'all enjoyed tonight. Hopefully y'all had some fun. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. I'm gonna go ahead and give me some sleep, give me some rest, and we'll be back at it tomorrow. But I love this one. I love this one. Trade down multiple times, Greer. Trade down multiple times. And let me tell y'all another thing about this one, right? Let me tell y'all another thing. That combination, what we just showed you, look at this. Let me show you again. Malachi Starks, Trey Amos, Jaden Higgins, and Shamar Turner. those four alone, that combination will go a lot further than you selecting at 13 Josh Simmons, Will Johnson, Kenneth Grant. It'll go a lot further than you selecting any one of those three, because those are the three priority picks that'll be on the board that we'll take. Think about it. 13, we on the board. We're not taking McMillan. We're not taking Shamar Stewart probably, nor Mike Green, nor Williams. You might take Josh Simmons. Those other four are worth more than just the Josh Simmons. Will Johnson. I mean, these are great players, though. Day one starters. But look at the four pack that you got versus that one person. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. All right, y'all. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Fans up no matter what. And yeah, we balled out. Your boy got an A-. Mason Taylor hurt me on this one. It's all good. All right, y'all. I'll see you later. Peace. I'm out.